Hello and welcome. It's Sharon here from Butterfly Lullaby and the date is the 24th of March 2022. How are you all doing? Wow, we certainly are going through it, aren't we? It's been a really strange time. I mean, I grew up in the 70s, so I knew what a childhood was. I feel sorry for kids today, I really do. So anyway, we're going to go back to the topic of fairy portraits. Here's a image that I created of the Queen Butterfly who's in my fairy story Butterfly Lullaby. I've decided that I'm not going to go down the route of promoting fairy portraits for everybody. I think that I'm not even going to do it at all, to be quite honest. I might just sell the templates. The parents can create their own little fairy portraits, etc., for their children or grandchildren or, the older generation. And I might have some tutorials on how to do it. But I don't feel that I want to do this anymore. I've really lost interest because of what's happened to my business. It's a long story that I don't really want to go into right now, and I don't feel that I want to share that here on this channel right now, to be honest. But anyway, let me tell you about how it all started. When I wrote Butterfly Lullaby, it's basically partly based on our daughter Melody. She's the little princess, and she just wouldn't go to sleep. She had to have me with her all the time. And I sort of understand, because when I was a little nipper, I remember being scared of the house because it was so big. When you're little and small, the house is like a huge place. And when you're small and the lights go out, you get scared, So I sort of understand why she was scared at night. So I used to sort of try and stay with her as much as possible to make her feel safe and help her to go to sleep. So anyway, I couldn't draw. Well, I can draw a little bit, but I'm not the best artist in the world. So that's why I did Photoshop. I did a little course locally, and I had a great teacher. He didn't know a lot about Photoshop, so I ended up learning a lot at home thanks to my partner, Lee. He helped me sort of merge the images and make her look like she's actually laying on the leaf there. I had to cut her out and lay her on the leaf and add a few little fancy bits of colours, etc., and the butterfly on her foot and the flowers, etc. So we sort of learnt together, but of course he's not into Photoshop, he's doing his music, so he did the songs for me, which I had to nag for. So anyway, my daughter created, now she's older, she created the lovely banner that I've got here, the Butterfly Lullaby banner with the book and the fairy, which is just coming up now. In the fairy story, Butterfly Lullaby, we talk about fairy snorkels. You don't have kisses, you just have little snorkels. And it's where two fairies rub noses together, and I think that's quite cute, especially in today's age. There are things that I'd like to change about the story, and so I might have a follow-up. Just recently, a very talented and gifted young man recorded my story Butterfly Lullaby as an audio. I'm just waiting for Melody's father to master it. So anyway, we're looking forward to getting that onto Amazon in the future, and I hope it does well, because he's such a gifted storyteller and he really brings the story to life, and I hope that children and parents will enjoy the story. We are going to include all the songs from the Butterfly Lullaby story onto this audio version, and hopefully get it onto Amazon. But also, I want to write a second version of Butterfly Lullaby where Melody's grown up. She's grown up now. In part 2 of Butterfly Lullaby, Princess Melody is going to throw her crown away. She doesn't want to be a princess anymore. I wonder why. Going back to real life, and when my daughter was very young, she used to come home crying from school, feeling she wasn't good at anything. But she was good at something. She's good at a lot of things, actually. But academia within our state education system doesn't recognise this. So anyway, I made sure she knew she was good at something. Because from the age of 2 years old, I remember seeing her first drawing and thinking, wow, she's got something here. She's going to be an artist. I just knew she would. Like I knew she'd be a singer when I named her Melody. So I made sure that she got her promotion, that people knew she was good at art. And that's what we did. We put a little mask on her face. She became Little Snowflake. And Cindy Woo was her sidekick. And they used to make lots of wonderful art and craft videos together. Here's one of Melody's many drawings. I think you can recognise her. She's from Harry Potter. Dyslexia is something our child struggled with in school. Out of school, she's flying high like the characters in Harry Potter. Harry Potter reading books make reading fun. So what's your story? Have you got a story like this? Leave me a comment below. Did you know that on the NHS dyslexia website, they state very clearly that dyslexics are problem solvers? It's a real shame that academics within the system are not willing to liaise with people they claim are disabled dyslexics when we actually help solve problems. In education, reading and writing is a serious problem here in the UK, where many children are leaving school unable to read, write and spell. So if I, a British dyslexic mum, can turn our dyslexic daughter into a bookworm when she could hardly read, write or spell in school, then anyone can do it. Sharon J. Bainbridge. Basically, your children, your grandchild, they need you. You can make reading fun with music and art and not make it stressful. When my daughter and I sit down to watch films, etc., we like to watch something that's got a really good story. You don't need all that swearing and smut in films or TV shows. Not when you've got a good storyteller. Even without a good storyteller, it's just like, it just puts you off. Star Wars, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, E.T., Harry Potter, the classics don't need the swearing or the smut, because a good story will last a long, long time, a lifetime. If I was a really good artist, I would have illustrated Butterfly Lullaby myself, but the only way I could think of actually getting illustrations or pictures into the book was by doing Photoshop, because I just couldn't think of another way, even though I made all the costumes for Butterfly Lullaby, and that was very time consuming. There's no way I would have been able to illustrate the book. It just would have looked naff. So anyway, here's some pictures my daughter's drawn. I hope to one day work on a project with her to create a nice family story that everybody can enjoy. So I leave you with that and some music by my daughter with her wonderful Lockdown Robin song. And yeah, share your stories with us. We'd love to hear from you. Bye-bye.